Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Twilight Monk. It is a Metroidvania RPG with hand-painted visuals that looks absolutely gorgeous. It's made by Aquatic Moon Games and published by Gravity Game Arise, who were kind enough to reach out and sponsor this video. And it should be out on Steam right now, so if you do want to pick it up and play yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. With that, let's just dive in. I am a huge fiend for Metroidvanias. I will play all of them. Shroud of Darkness blankets the realm of Speria, where eerie tales of monsters... A Shroud of Darkness blankets the realm of Speria, where eerie tales of monsters and razed villages spread across the land. Survivors from far and wide seek solace in the ancient monastery on Crescent Isle, drawn by the legends of the Moonkin monks from ages past. However, within the Moonkin ranks, an internal strife unfolds as they grapple with the dark and enigmatic potential inherent in their kinds. Looks like a small moon just crashed down. Well, it's doing a little bit more crashing than I thought. That's... Boy, depending on where the tip of that falls, that's gonna kill a lot of people. Alright. Hello? Raz, something big is going down. That explosion just now came from Master Clue's dojo. Should head over there and see if he's okay. Be careful, the path to the dojo is completely overrun with monsters. Me? Oh yeah, I was gonna go check on him myself, but now that you're here... Anyway, no time to waste. Hurry up and go help Master Clue. Okay, so I've got a big thing on my back. Oh. Okay, so I have like a... cannon? It looks like a cannon. Okay, why did police... Oh, it's a pillar. Okay, so I can summon it back whenever I want. That's fun. Looks like the ladder's out. Better go the long way around. We have big hair. Okay, down A to take the ladder. Alright. I was gonna say this earlier, but I'm a huge sucker for Metroidvanias. I don't know why, but it's like one of the few genres that I can play over and over and over again. Endlessly. And since so many of them are so, I'm gonna say universally good, it's... Okay, so I can't do a down attack yet. Since so many Metroidvanias are so universally good, it's easy for me to just, Okay. Come on. I'm here. There we go. I don't actually know if we need the currency. But the genre itself is so perfected at this point that I kind of see them as largely interchangeable. That almost all of them kind of fall into the same general categories. There's definitely some variations, like the fact that I have this pillar that I'm throwing around that I can also place down as like a... that I can place down as a platforming element is actually extremely cool. Why can I not jump here? Actually, I can't jump at all for a moment. That's confusing. Oh, my control... Oh, you know, there it is. I was worried for a second that something was wrong with my controller. I'm pretty sure yeah, I can't go up there. Okay, big guy. Nope. Ow. Oh. Damn it. This game doesn't have any dead stick. So the snapback on my sticks makes it so that my, I can't, like, do a quick turnaround that easily. Okay. Press to interact with the shrines, save your progress, and if you reach 0, you respawn at the last shrine. Fair enough. Save game. Yeah, the pillar is an interesting twist right off the bat. It's nothing... Hello. There he is, the hero of Crescent Isle, come to save the day. Maybe you want to finish the job, thief. Betrayer. Snake. Nox, what did you do? What? Surprised to see me? You didn't seriously think I'd just sit and rot away in a stone prison for eternity, did you? Fool. The ancients must have been real boneheads to choose a weakling like you as their vessel. You still want the pillar? Then come and get it. What are you, stupid? I don't even want your stupid rock anymore. But once I find the 3 rings, once I free him, I'll come back for you. and I'll destroy this crummy little island. Then, even with the Phantom Pillar, you won't be able to stop me. What do you say we finish up our rematch now and save everyone some time? What? Now? Don't be such a child. Fighting is so immature. But since you want to scuff so badly, I'll leave you with a parting gift. Turns out Master Clue kept more than trinkets in his underground stash. That is a very long man. See you around, butthead. Wow. That's so mature. Fighting is so immature, he says. Calls me butthead. I do question, oh god, this thing's huge. I do wonder about the character leveling system. Okay, this is actually a very fun boss. It's kind of basic, but it's mostly about management. You know, don't let too much stuff fall on your head. Luckily, he's not really dropping it on me. He's kind of pinning me in place with them. But that isn't too much of a problem. And I can also knock him around, which is nice. But I also, like, major credit, the illustrations for this are very nice. They do more of that. Try and crush me. Come back. Oh, alright. I haven't been able to... Oh, beans. I don't know what it is. Every once in a while, periodically, I cannot jump, and I do not know why. I will have to swap controllers, because this is actually dire. I'd better check on Master Clue. Master Clue, are you okay? Oh man, this is like wicked sad, brah. Nox broke free and got the drop on me and he totally wrecked my stash. Kept screaming about a ring or something. Do you realize what this means, my dude? Wow, this translation is something. There's a whole lot of monsters and undead spirits on the loose. Wait, Nox just escaped? I thought he'd been sealed after he turned into a dark sprite. How'd he get out? Beats me, little dude. So not cool. Nox is like totally twisted now that he's a dark sprite. To be fair, he was always kind of a jerk. Even before he turned. Raz, my man, can you go check on my stash real quick? Sure. Okay, now I can jump again. I cannot tell. It's gotta be a bug or something. Propel yourself vertically. Oh, double jump. So, time to double jump. 8 minutes. That's fun. Resets on the ground, so now we can double jump. Okay. Maybe that'll prevent me from having to worry about things. Man, you say that old statue awakened some new ability? I wonder if there are more of them out there. Anyway, thanks for dealing with that lantern, dude. But before you head off, I want to give you this Mystic Art Scroll. Be sure to come back and see me once you racked up some penny. I got a few talismans that can boost your Mystic Arts. Gunga Lagoon, ga. Got daggers. Throw fast, piercing daggers, shred your foe. Uses Ember. Okay, quick select. Use secondary attack button, B. Using Ember, Ember can be replenished from breaking lanterns and defeating enemies. That Nox is like totally lost it, dude. Now how the heck did he break loose? So we could also buy Dagger Storm, Talisman of the Battle Axe, or Dojo Path map. Raz, I got good news and bad news. The good news, you really took care of business back there. The bad news, well, that traitor Nox got away. Through a snowy portal. Yeah. Wait, you solved that and did nothing? Thanks for the no help, buddy. Oh, I would have jumped in if I thought you couldn't handle it. Anyway, the real question is, what's Nox up to? Said something about 3 rings. 3 rings, huh? How much to go on? Could he mean... Raz, let's hurry back to the command center. Norris always got her nose in a book. Maybe she knows about those rings. You know the way to Crescent Isle, right? It's just past the bridge we met before. Oh, where we met before. Follow me. Whoever did the illustrations and animations for this did a really good job of it. I'm gonna repeat that a bunch. It is really nicely illustrated, and I will give credit. It actually feels like there's kind of an environment I'm going through. A lot of Metroidvanias fall victim to, I'm going to call it floating platform syndrome. And while this definitely does have floating platforms, the parallax actually makes it feel like I'm in an environment. Parallax being, see how we have the front layer moving much faster? Actually, you have multiple front layers. I think there's 3. But there's 3 layers moving simultaneously, overlapping on top of each other, and then the same thing is happening in the background too. It's a common technique used for two-dimensional games, platformers, and especially Metroidvanias, to give a sense of depth to an otherwise flat game. And by having good parallax, you can actually make it feel like the world is a world, as opposed to just a series of platforms. And so that's always been a pet peeve of mine when it comes to Metroidvanias, because a lot of them don't have parallax. This way, Raz, the Owl Hideout. What if there's stuff the other direction I could have gone to? Probably. So this is one of the other features of this game that I actually kind of like. It's got an overworld. I think that's a really interesting choice from a Metroidvania perspective. I don't necessarily know if it's going to work out fully just because there's not going to be as much exploration. Maybe. But on the flip side, it lets it go a lot further. Bark! So it is true, Nox escaped, and he was talking about the 3 rings? Oh, come on. You never heard of the 3 rings of the Triskelion? I've never heard of a lot of things. Fine, I'll tell you. Like always, 1,000 years ago, the ancients sealed away an all-consuming beast known as the World Eater. World Eater? Jumpin' Jellybean! That arrogant bastard is gonna get us all killed! Yep, Nox is always stupid, but this is a whole nother level, and it gets worse. The World Eater was immortal, too. It grew to be so big that even the monks of Twilight couldn't defeat it, so instead they sealed it away. But where? How could they steal away something so big? That, I don't know, some kind of pocket dimension maybe. But here's the thing, in order to keep it sealed, the ancients themselves were sealed away along with it. The 3 rings of the Triskelion that locked the World Eater away were scattered across Sparia. But where? Where would we even start to look for the rings? You said you saw Nox jump into a snowy portal, right? You should start by tracking down Nox. Head to the frozen mountain in the north. Meanwhile, I'll keep seeing what I can dig up on the Triskelion in the old library at the monastery. Get to it, Raz. We gotta stop Nox from getting those rings. I caught you just in time, Raz. Maybe you can help me with my research. Research? You heard about all the monster sightings in Sparia, right? Well, I'm hunting them. Rather, I'm cataloging each and every one, and I could use your help. Here's a Pokedex. That's a lot to keep track of. Not exactly official monastery business, I suppose. It's kind of my side project. Here, take this monster book, and stop by my lodge after you checked off a few beasties. Okay. Fulfill requirements, defeating monsters of a specific type, then return to Yabata for a reward. I got back from the deserts of Western Sparia only yesterday. Thankfully, I got the boat back to Crescent Isle before the problems started. I don't know when the boat will return to the shore, given the recent dangers. It won't be too long for things to calm down. Save game. Oh, it's another save shrine. I got it. So what else do we have? Seems like these might be like shopkeepers and stuff. Oh, it's you. Been trying to turn the old Red Cobra's hideout into an arcade. A lot more work than I thought. Need at least 150 to get it fixed up. Alright. So we also have a shop. Big Head Shop. Oh, that is a man with a big head. My wares have been brought all the way from the land of Noggins. Buy something, will ya? So we can get a Hidden Cove map. Cave to the east seems to hold many treasures. The writing is messy, but it's a start. Small miracle potion. 6 spirit upon defeat. Let's see. Rare blue spider gem. Use is unknown to the vendor, but it's pretty. And a key. I'm gonna just preemptively buy a couple of keys. I don't exactly know what they're used for, and like, maybe the map is good, but I do not know. I've lived in Crescent Isle all of my life, and I don't remember it ever raining so much. So is there a way I can check Dojo Path? Maybe not. I'm gonna go all the way to the right real quick. It seems like there was something else over here. Hopefully there's a way you can like, check areas to see if they've been fully cleared out. Because... there we go. I want to make sure that I find everything. I think there was something to the right here that I couldn't jump up to previously. And if not, I should be able to come back. Ooh. Okay, so this is actually a bit tougher. Okay, so these knives are not... not the most damaging. But yeah, whatever this is new. Spirit Fragment. Collect 3, increase your max health. Nice. Well, and I don't think I can do anything with that. Is there a way for me to, like, zip out? Because I don't want to quit to menu. So Mystic Arts summons, various abilities potion, talismans, atlas. Oh, so it'll tell me. So Dojo Path, we've seen half of it. And we can see the different critters as well. Okay. There's a lot of stuff. I'm actually almost getting kind of Zelda vibes from some of this, just in terms of looking at that inventory screen. It's not entirely unjustified, I will admit. Aha. Like, I know this is going to sound kind of silly, but like the more I think about it, the more I kind of have come to the conclusion that like, it would not take much for a Zelda game to be a Metroidvania. I don't think it counts, at least in my own book. If only because there's... okay, is it just gone? No. Come on. Bubble boy. What else do we have around here? Because I wasn't the most adventurous earlier. Okay. Doesn't look like I can do anything there. I'm going to check the map. Oh, there is. Okay. So it actually looks like we can go down. But I might need to be able to swim. Before I can go down here. That's fine. Yeah, these enemies are completely new. Let's see. Yeah, so I think I've got to be able to swim underwater to actually be able to, explore a significant portion of this zone. There we go. It looks like with levels comes extra damage, too. I'm glad this area has new enemies to fight, as well. I was afraid that this is going to be just kind of more of the same. Not that the slimes are, like, end-all, be-all enemy type. It's just a matter of, like, well, it's at least something different. There's a reason for me to backtrack. Oh. Okay. Looks like nothing I could actually interact with, but it's nice to come back. I guess for the health fragment, if anything. And to confirm that, yes, I will be coming back to this zone. So it's a bunch of kind of mini Metroidvanias mixed together into one, tied together by all their mechanics. I think that's neat. Let's see. I have 40, that's not enough. Tried leaving Crescent Isle earlier to visit Juby. The Speria plain is overrun with monsters. I've seen a few monsters in my time, but these were very aggressive. But everyone who's outside Crescent Isle when the explosion happened is okay. Be careful out there, Raz. Let's see, what's up here? Monastery. I might as well check it out. Look at all these books. It'd take years to read everything. No, I've already read half of them since I last saw you. I had Master Kazomo pull everything from the archives on this World Eater, and how the ancients dealt with it. I also wanted to prep you for the new places you'll need to search for the Rings of Triskelion. There's a lot of info, so don't hesitate to stop by and ask me if you want to know more about the Triskelion, Nox, or the World Eater. Hello, child. Allow me to replenish your spirit ember. May the ancients walk with you on your travels. So, Pokemon Center. I mean, it's fine. Alright, travel between towns and dungeons. The overworld, entering shadow entities will teleport you to a battle stage. Fight monsters in battle stages or flee by running off screen. Huh. This is an interesting mix. I don't have time to stop at Juby's. Rin said to follow the road north to Arturo. Let's fight. So, like I was kind of saying earlier, that, like, Metroidvanias have kind of been refined to a science. I'm really happy to say that, like, this might actually be one of the first Metroidvanias that does some major things different. It's still very much following, like, a common and familiar formula. Oh. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately I have no way to, like, dodge, to my knowledge. I guess I can jump. That's probably my best bet. See if there's anything else. Oh, you can, wait, you can swing for the ropes? Ropes are physics objects. Oh, that's gonna be used for something. That's a temple. This place looks important. I wonder what it's for. Well, like, obviously, it's still the platforming and the platforming and the combat is very, like, traditional Metroidvania. But having the overworld actually gives this almost more of, like, an old-school RPG flair. Hey, do you mind, moving out of the way? None shall pass! Come on, man. It's the only way to get to Arturo. The fate of the world hangs in the balance. Look, kid. It's created to do one job and one job only, fortunately for me. All I have to do is, well, nothing, so piss off and leave me to my, work. Is there maybe something I could give you? Maybe some way to change your mind? Not a chance, kid. I mean, none shall pass. Okay, and I can't jump down. I bet old Juby knows some way to crack this nut. Better head back to his place. Also, the random encounters on the map. Also very, like, kind of old school RPG. Well, maybe not old school, because generally it was just like a full random encounter as opposed to being able to actually see them. Raz, help me out with these fellas, would ya? They've been trying to shake me down for almost an hour. It's starting to get on my nerves. Aha, so you're the one that everyone's been talking about, eh? Give us some money, hero. That's it? No threats or nothing? Are you kidding? If you want my money, you're gonna have to work for it. So what you're saying is, you're not gonna pay us. Nope. Some hero you are. Very well. Get 'em, boys. I really probably should have gone to heal. They don't want to work. Lazy swordsman. Oh boy. Well, not my best. And there's no way for me to, like, go faster, is there? Nope. Okay, so I pretty much have to wait for them to attack. Oh. Oh, that sucks. So being sent back to the checkpoint very much is a... like a full reload. I wonder if we get like a parry or something later. At least this guy isn't too hard. There we go. Yeah, at the very least, I lost the keys that I had on me. Oh wait, what am I doing? I have a double jump. Rude. Okay, is there anything else here? I don't think so. Wait, no, there definitely were those cannon things on the other side. So in this case, I guess it's slimes. And a slime wizard. Ow, rude. Oh, let's just slap him to death. Okay, what is the... I'm like bouncing off the environment there. Whatever. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go back and save. Lost my keys. Did we lose my keys, or did I just never have them? Because I hadn't bought them yet. And did I save before I went on that venture exploring that one zone? I guess the way I would check would be... I can't tell. I can't tell if I've actually picked up any of those spirit shards, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's try this again, now that I've actually saved beforehand, and, I mean, technically I'm a little higher level, but eh. Alright. There's no way to skip a cutscene, is there? No, we'll just mash through. Alright, let's see how this goes. Unfortunately, yeah, I have to operate from the perspective of... Wait, can I just hang out up here? Yeah, so I can be kind of tacky and just hang out on top of this thing. I guess it does make it maybe a little harder to get my hit in. No, actually it works out great. Yeah, just hang out on top of the pillar. No problem. I guess I could probably hang out closer. Oh no, he was hitting me. Whatever. We still survived. Thanks for the help, whippersnapper. Don't sweat it, but look, I don't have time to chat right now. I'm on a very important mission to save the world, you know, as usual. But I ran into a snag. The path to Arturo is blocked. You know anything about that? Ah, heck, that old Stoneface's spell's been blocking the path for a while now. Regular bombs won't do the job. You ever heard of Bucky's exploding finger? No? Rumor has it that Bucky was a master of some forbidden mystical arts and learned the deadly exploding finger technique. Unfortunately, Bucky made a grave error of not learning how to turn it off before, well, anyway. Fortunately for you, at least one of his fingers survived the, incident. I'm sure Bucky's finger will knock out that old Stoneface spell and get you to Arturo real quick. Bucky's last known location was the catacombs beneath the rotting berg. Head that way and see if you can find the figure. Here, take this castle key to get in. Find the figure beneath the rotting berg and use that to blow up Stoneface. Got it. Alright. Oh, this guy's also a merchant. Good luck with that finger. Pretty sure Bucky's last known location is the berg. Okay. So we can get the Rotting Berg map. We can get a Talisman of the Hunter. Slows down wandering beasts on the world map. If you want to explore. And then some potions. Let's grab the map. Hopefully it's easier to get money later on, but we will see. Do we know where the Rotting Berg is? Oh, down to the left. Easy enough. Found 20 penny. Can also save the game. Yeah, save early, save often. This game does not autosave, and it doesn't checkpoint you. If you die, you go back to your last save point, which actually is kind of rough. I know it's like the old way of doing things, but I'll be honest, I kind of like modern quality of life where you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. I also recognize that, like, oh, looks like this poor fella had a rough day. What's this? It looks like he was holding a scroll of some kind. Giant axe, mystic art. Uses ember. Okay. Switch the axe. Oh, that's very classic Castlevania. I'm kind of down for that, though. I don't know. Oldie but goodie. What would I describe it? I guess it's the if it ain't broke, don't fix it situation. Unlock the key with the gate with the castle key. Looks like we have access to this area. Damn, they really did a good job with these environments. And the music. Like, this is legitimately nice to listen to. Huh, that bell sure looks heavy. I wonder. I can't do anything with it yet. Okay. Now the trick with these guys is to just duck. Yeah, currently there's no, I anything here? Just in case, I know there are secrets. The trick is very much to... yeah, there we go. Yeah, just duck under their arrows and whatnot. It doesn't feel like this is one of those Metroidvanias that you're actually better off playing with the D-pad. Which is a little rough, I'm not a D-pad kind of guy. Didn't grow up with a SNES. And so I don't have the, like... I'm gonna call it the finger durability. I don't know how to describe it, but like... You know, having played, you know, a decent chunk of these games over the years, anytime I'm, like, forced to use a D-pad for a while, my finger just starts to ache. Because it's not a callus thing, it's not... Well, I mean, it could be. But it's not like, it's not like a callus is... Oops. Really going to save me. And this is... Seems to be some kind of skeleton gate. I probably can't get past it right now. The other problem is we're actually kind of wounded. Might have to go back to that save spot. Yeah, the problem is the bats have a really easy time of hitting me. Because I can't aim up or down, which puts me in a tricky spot for getting past them. I'm honestly vibing with his music. It's nice. Also, the enemies respawn constantly. I will admit I'm also kind of spoiled by, like, Souls-like design philosophy when it comes to respawning enemies. That it feels much better to have them respawn... every time you hit the checkpoint instead. Rather than every time you do a map transition. But that also is very much kind of a me thing. There we go. Now can I... No, I can't scoot through there. Okay, got the skeleton shuffler hunt done. That's tricky. There we go. Oh, did I get the other guy too? Huh. Wouldn't have expected I could take him out. I don't think all of those axes hit. Maybe they got him... They hit him twice. I feel like the bats aren't that bad. It's just a little bit. A little bit annoying, avoiding their hits. Okay, nothing there. Yeah, keep expecting to find a secret wall shortcut kind of deal. And they exist, just maybe not that much. Also, locked. Gotta go around somehow. No. Didn't work. I was really hoping the axe would get him. No, it's okay. I guess we just keep going up. At least climbing ladders is... I'm gonna say climbing ladders is fun. I love it in games where you can jump up ladders and your character will just, like, boost much faster than normal. Okay, get another one of those. Ah, so this gets me back to the bell. Yeah, the problem is there's, like, a very overt, like, thunk when I hit a wall that could be misconstrued as, oh, I'm breaking it. And the answer is, nope. Anyway. I feel kind of bad for breaking. Oh, well, that money is gone. I feel kind of bad for breaking the bell. I mean, it's not like anybody's coming back to live here, presumably. But, like, I don't know, some part of me, whenever I see, like, these runes and whatnot, is like, no, this stuff is actually kind of cool. Like, on an in-universe perspective, you'd think somebody would want to come back and, like, preserve bits of this, but maybe the entire point is... It's not practical. And who would want to? Presumably, most of the people in this world have better things to do than to go back and save, like, a giant honking bell. I'm trying to get as much money as I can. Okay, so what's the left? Okay. Blue spider gem. Useful for somebody. Just don't know who. Chances are we're probably not going to find out in this video, and that's okay. Okay, cool. I can bully him into non-existence. Okay. I really don't like this setup. Oh, didn't work. Damn. There we go. Should be able to get around. Very glad there's no, like, you're low on health sound effects. Okay. We'll get a green gem of some kind. Now, is this another max HP boost? No, this is probably max energy. The ember's been increased by 10. Okay, and I don't see anything else to notice. Kind of Chozo-y, having this big, like, dragon bird statue thing. I mean, again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay. Now all we have to do is get down to the very bottom. I have no idea if we can take falling damage. Without taking any more damage. Perfect. Still can't clear that, but at least we can get into that well. And we might be able to clear talismans after we're done with the rest of this dungeon. Hopefully. This game's got ambiance. We just pulled this dude out of Hollow Knight. Honestly, though, it works. Kind of weird crawly bug things are... Is ubiquitous the right word? They're everywhere. It's not just a Hollow Knight thing. Also, I haven't noticed the weird not jump issue that I was having earlier. So maybe it was my controller. I sincerely hope so. It would be pretty bad to have a Metroidvania where you randomly cannot jump. I swear I've played games like that where you get a curse where it's just like 50% chance of being unable to jump. And, that was rough and not fun. And I don't remember which game that was. Which either speaks volumes to my inability to retain some bits of information. Talisman of Stonefoot. After placing the pillar on the ground, it can be kicked for a far-reaching attack. Yo. Do I have to equip it? Got it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get to that guy. I need an air dash or something. But that's okay. I'm sure we will probably find it in here, maybe. Let's see. And the topic of, like, bugs and Hollow Knight and ubiquitous. It is interesting how much people don't know or don't remember about Metroidvanias. Like, I play a lot of them, new and old. Mostly new. I think largely just because I primarily cover indie games. It's always fascinating going back and playing some of these, doing videos on them, and people are like, oh, you know, it's a Metroidvania just like Hollow Knight is copying Hollow Knight. But like so many of these things, you know, Hollow Knight and otherwise have just been very much design conventions set forth by like Symphony of the Night and whatnot. And, you know, just kind of brought back to the forefront by indie games that have, you know, reminded people that like, hey, Metroidvanias are fun. It's always kind of interesting seeing the like immediate reaction of, ooh, well, that was awkward. Awkwardly timed at the very least. And what the heck is up with these dudes? There's not much I can do. Okay. Dig the pillar shot. I don't know if it's actually the most practical. Whoop. Okay. No coyote jumping. But there's a merchant. You might be happy at me. Oh, welcome. Welcome to my traveling shop of wonders. It's like a weird puppet bee man. Yes, yes, truly I wasn't expecting to find a customer here of all places. Have you need of unstolen goods? So we can get a catacombs map, a key, talisman of extraction. I'm gonna get the talisman. That is by and far the most valuable. Even if it's not like immediately good. The map would be nice, but I will admit, I'm not actually looking at the map. I also don't know, I don't know what the maps do exactly. Because it seems like it's filled in automatically. But maybe it's one of those where it doesn't show you the details until you buy a map. I guess, is there a way to check? No. Save Shrine fast travel. So I can go back to Crescent Isle at this point if I really wanted to. There's not really much reason to do so. I guess I could go back and save. But that's about it. Okay, good. Those things do have money for me. Oh, I don't need my cursor on screen. Sorry about that. Huh. Go up and over, probably. Or no, there was a locked gate. Where am I going? Because, yeah, I can't go there. I was going to ask what happened to the ghosties, and the answer is just had to wait for them to respawn. Oh. Actually, not sure. Yeah, we're looking for a finger bone. Or not a finger bone, we're just looking for a finger. Okay, I've already got this. Yep. And then we can save again. Kind of a silly, weird short... Oh, it's a shortcut specifically so I can get back up. If I look back at Rottingburg... Oh... No, that's the castle key. I guess let's go back to the left. I will admit, I'm a bit lost. Because, yeah, we have this. And I was assuming I'd be able to, like... fling myself over, but I'm gonna need a dash if I want to traverse that. So we can't go any further. Oh, there's an upper path. Unless that's also locked. Could be. At which point, I'm just going to be aimlessly wandering around. I mean, that's not too far off of normal. I guess I'm actually, like, despite the name, I'm actually pretty good with my sense of direction. Especially in video games. Like, decent at mental mapping things out. So I know where I'm going. Okay, so we want to go up. Though obviously it does help being able to refer to a map at any point in time. No, I cannot go there. Huh. Yeah, so where do we go? Because what I need is back in the rotting berg, but it had me come down here for a reason. There's no way for me to traverse, so guess let's go back. And the thing is, part of the thing is, one of the reasons why I wanted to come down here come back here is just to get a little bit more money. I figure if we can get the map, it might give me an advantage. Maybe not an advantage, but it will at least give me, like, some means. There we go. Oh, I can also block those attacks with the pillar. That's interesting. I actually think the pillar is one of the more interesting Metroidvania weapons I've seen in a while. Just in terms of its core functionality and potential combat uses, because it's an impediment that I can use potentially, like, block enemy attacks. Obviously, platforming reasons. I don't know. I'm curious to see what else they use it for. I guess the other thing I guess I could be keeping an eye out for would be, like, secrets? Just in case there are any. Well, we should have enough that I can buy the catacombs map at this point. Okay, so the map tells me oh my, okay. It's a fair bit. Doesn't really show me, like, it shows me where total I can go. But that's not the most practical. Oh, I'm a dumbass. Put the pillar on the green thing. I don't know why I didn't try that from the start. New enemy type. He scared me, so I pillared. Oh, I can... Is it that I can duck it? I have no idea. I'm also extremely thankful. Oh. Well, gotta wait for that. Yeah, sometimes my jump points, inputs are being eaten. I'm not sure why. I'm really thankful that they're actually giving me some health items here. Because, we certainly need them. I'd like to find a save shrine sooner than later if I can. I've been playing, another Metroidvania on the side that actively kind of hints that, like, hey, this room is going to have a safe room in it because you can see, like, sparkles coming out of the door. I don't know if this is going to be one of those. The green glow here does confirm. I'll have to pay attention to that. Because, yeah, being able to actually tell, like, as I'm walking around, hey, is this a secret or not? Or not a secret. Is this the checkpoint or not? Makes it a little bit easier. Mostly meaningless. Like, I check every room anyway, and I'll find it one way or another. But having that easy confirmation kind of ahead of time makes it easier to be decisive. Okay. There we go. Got a treasure chest. A couple other things for our troubles. Just make sure I don't run out of... There we go. Pull that back. Oh, damn it. It had 8-play input. I really hope that's not a problem with my controller. There we go. Ooh. Oh, did my flying knife hit him from that far away? Must have. Okay, I'm gonna switch back to the axe, if I can. There's just a handful of enemies where that's going to be extremely helpful. Okay, and this brings us back up. Oh, so we've just looped in on ourselves. Let's say that's fine. Oh, that shoot. I should have been more patient. Yeah, so that unfortunately means that I've lost all of the progress I had. Not that it was really much of progress, but I really am going to be one of those people that will forever extol the virtues of shortcuts. Or not shortcuts, checkpoints rather than save points. If that makes sense. That for me, losing my progress to oops, you died, like, it makes sense, it's old school. But I don't know, it just feels like a frustration rather than a actual punishment. Wow. I think that pillar hits them multiple times, which is extremely good. Like if I hit the enemy right at the end of the range, the pillar will kind of get stuck in him and wreck him. Okay, let's go back and save again, seeing as I found an actually useful thing. Well, like, it's not so bad. You know, doesn't really cost me that much time. There we go. Oof. Oof. Okay, let's just save again. Unfortunately, my impatience always gets the better of me. I always think I'm going to be able to get by him, but my timing is not the best. I can grab more juice. Hopefully there's one of those that can heal as well. Maybe. Oh boy. There we go. Yeah, because the bat can approach me on a vertical level. Makes it tricky. Boy, you seem like a bad boy. Oh boy. Approximately bad. Whoop. At least I can jump over them. Yeah, hopefully we get some kind of parry, block, or dodge that I can utilize. Oop, that's a hook point. That looks, like heresy right there. Okay. Grab these. I don't think there's going to be anything hiding in here. And yeah, it looks like the ghosts... Oh! The ghosts come back, but you still get experience. That's actually super handy. Okay, so we can pop this open. If I go down... Yeah, kind of a waste of my time. Now, one thing I will say is, it's actually pretty overt where save points are. Which I appreciate greatly. As it makes it so much easier to find, like... Well, find them. They're the domed rooms. Yeah, I can just pop those open. I really should just be using my special moves that much more. Especially against, like, the ghosties. Or ghosties? The weird Skelewraith dudes. Okay, then we've got Deathface here. And yeah, I'm pretty sure hitting him with the ranged pillar absolutely wrecks them and does way more damage. I think I just kicked him. But that's okay, I'll take it. Ow. Because, yeah, it's 2 hits in or more. Okay, and then we've got Wheelie Bones. I'll just wait for him to come back. I gotta check. So you can kill Wheelie Bones here. I just have to be very careful about it. I might as well, since there's a Pokedex entry for doing so. There we go. Not the most rewarding kills, though. Yep, thought so. Yeah, so the domed rooms are always going to be checkpoints, which is extremely helpful. Where am I going? I mean, we're kind of looping back, which is good, bad? Because I'm not really feeling like I'm making progress here. But we are filling in the map, which is nice. This actually looks kind of bossy. So I guess we are making progress. Hello, Beholder with Gnome. Back off, Dark Sprite Hunter. I was here first. The Gazer Beast belongs to me. Using your own blood to control the Gazer Beast is a neat trick, Vashti. But I'm not here for your little pet. I'm after Bucky's finger. You've been down here robbing this tomb for ages. You must have seen it. This finger? I don't have it. I don't even know what you're talking about. Oh, the finger. We'll see about that. Okay. Gazer Beast Rider Vashti. Well, we do have a boss fight. Let's see. Oh, I see. It just slows me down. Ow. And does some damage to me. Well. Okay. Oh, you can get... I see. Okay, let's save. I'm gonna give this a couple of shots. And we'll see how this goes. Oh, am I gonna have to go through that dialogue again? Honestly, that's actually probably one of the biggest grumps that I have about having to redo things, like going back to the last save as opposed to going back to the last checkpoint, is now I have to mash through this dialogue every time I run into him. Or every time I try this fight. Alright, there we go. See, I was expecting him to do a stomp at some point in this process. Okay, there we go. Then he's going to do the charge. So the answer is I have to hit him in melee before he does the charge. There we go. Then he's going to do the charge. Whoop, that was a little faster than I thought, but that's okay. Well, that was fun. And we get the finger. Bucky's exploding finger must have gotten his hands on some pretty explosive magic when he was alive. Alright, and the beast is dead, and we get a pillar upgrade. Alright, vacuum that propels your body forward a substantial distance. Okay. But it does kill my momentum when doing so. Gotta keep an eye out for that one. It doesn't kill it too much. Now that I have the finger, I should be able to get past this stupid rock-faced. Alright, so we've got this shortcut open. We also just have, like, a lot more places that I could explore if I wanted to. I'll have to test with this a little bit. Okay, so as far as I can tell, the dash does not make you immune to damage. Which is not the end of the world. But means that I cannot use it defensively, or at least to completely avoid a hit. At least I can go down here now. Huh. Yeah, it won't even let me dash through an enemy, potentially. Oh, it's okay. Anyway, I guess at this point, alright. Well, at this point, I think it's alright, at this point, I think it's a pretty good stopping point. Obviously, we've got a long ways to go. I don't even know how big this game is because it is segmented. And it seems like there's other islands, too. Presumably. So this might actually be a pretty beefy Metroidvania with tons of places to explore, things to do, items to collect, zones to complete, and so on and so forth. Like, I truly cannot get a sense of the scale of this game, which I think is a good feeling for any Metroidvania. Metroidvanias always have that kind of solid sense of scale just to begin with. Ooh, that's a not a shortcut, a secret. Could I actually have seen that on the map? I have no idea. That's okay. But yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. Oof. I was trying to walk back, but yeah, I was caught in the animation. Took too many hits on the way through. It's fine. This is what I get for trying to actually pay attention to my commentary as opposed to my gameplay. Anywho. Oh no, the secret is shown there. Okay, so the maps show you where secrets are, even if you do not know where the specific door is. Makes sense. But I should mention before I go that, well, I don't know. I don't know if it's time for me to exactly get to that point. I think it's a good Metroidvania. I think the combat and the mechanics are a little clunky, but I think it's clunky in the way that, like, it doesn't have the smoothness of some of the other Metroidvanias I've played, but that makes it a little bit more dangerous. That, you know, you can't animation cancel, for example, which is fine. You know, you don't need to be able to animation cancel in every Metroidvania. And to some degree, being locked into whatever your animation is feels good in a way. It forces you to commit and punishes you if you commit at a bad time. And being able to just like back right out of that does really kind of eat a bunch of the consequences. I don't know if chucking the pillar is good for breaking these. I think it's probably better that I just do this. That's better though. That's considerably better. Holy shit. Alright. Well, anyway. Yeah, I love the music. I love the art. The plot is interesting. It is definitely more traditional Japanese than I kind of was expecting going into this that it was going to be that way. I was not expecting for Surfer Pothead Ninja Master at the very beginning of the game. That threw me for a loop, but it was kind of fun. And as I was complimenting earlier, I really like the parallax for this. I feel like I'm actually exploring a world and locations and stuff as opposed to just floating platforms endlessly. And so that gives it a very nice exploratory feel. You know what? I hate those ghosts. There's probably some way to dodge them, but I just don't have it yet. And that's okay. Anyway, now I guess with all that said, I should mention that Twilight Monk is available now on Steam. So if you do want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. It's genuinely good. Like, if you're a Metroidvania fan, I think this one's very much worth adding to your library. And, I mean, just checking out in general. Just because the overall production value of this is extremely solid. And it does some things different. The world map being or having areas separated by a world map, but still interconnected at times, I think makes for a very intriguing experience for something that largely sticks to the Metroidvania formula pretty closely and in a good way. Let's see. I guess with all that said, I should also say a very quick thank you to Aquatic Moon Games Aquatic Moon Games and Gravity Game Arise for reaching out and sponsoring this video. I forgot. Trying to do outro commentary while platforming is tricky. It was very kind of you. It was a ton of fun, and yeah, I'm looking forward to putting more time into this. I have a growing list of Metroidvanias that I need to like sort through in some meaningful capacity. Oh, I can throw daggers while crouched. That's useful. If only had more ammo, but that's okay. Let's see. But yeah, I've got a massive list of Metroidvanias, and this is definitely going on the to play list. But for now, at least, I guess if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, helps more than you know, and if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. With that, thank you all so much for watching, I'll see you next time.